Delhi is often people's first taste of India as they fly into the capital city before heading off on a tour of the Golden Triangle. The megacity is home to over 29 million people, and the streets are often packed with all types of pedestrians, tuk-tuks, cows, and monkeys. The noise never ceases as horns blare, fighting for control of the road. It's a chaotic place, and quite exhausting after a long flight, but I managed to wander the streets of Old Delhi, exploring old mosques, the massive Red Fort, squeezing through the narrow alleyways of Chandni Chowk, and sneezing my way through the old spice market. Despite all of the chaos, India can be very rewarding as you marvel at its unique culture and experience its history. This was my first day in India, and here's how it went. Good morning, guys, and welcome to New Delhi. It's my first morning here back in India. I was actually just in India a couple years ago, did the whole Golden Triangle. I just absolutely love this place. It's so picturesque, it's so colorful, there's tons of culture, and it's very chaotic. It's a crazy place to kind of travel, but it's so rewarding when you find just these beautiful, peaceful views. So this morning it's about 6:30 in the morning. The sun is just rising above some of the skyscrapers over there, and it's just this beautiful, peaceful morning up on the rooftop here. And yeah, I'm really looking forward to showing you guys Old Delhi today. Delhi is the second biggest city in the world with 29 million people in the metropolitan area and the third densely populated city. So it's a huge place, but today I'm just going to try to focus on Old Delhi. It's a little bit north of central New Delhi here, and it's where there's some cool old mosques. There's the Red Fort. There's just crazy markets and streets, and there's a cool spice market I want to check out. But yeah, this morning I'm just taking in the calm, cool, peaceful morning here in New Delhi, just overlooking this crazy, massive city. First, I'm just gonna enjoy the sunrise from up here on the rooftop. So that was just such a peaceful sunrise. It's so nice and calm up here. There's just these birds flying around. You can hear some distant city noise, some of the honking, some of the tuk-tuks, and I know it's going to be really crazy and chaotic once I get down on the street, so it was a really nice way to just start the morning up here. The city, it's known for horrible pollution and smog, but it just gives this beautiful haze to the sunrise this morning, and just this beautiful golden pink light. So anyways, I have about 1.5 mile walk to the old town. I'll show you what I see along the way. So let's go. So I've just entered the old part of Old Delhi here, and there's just all these narrow, winding streets, very colorful, very chaotic, and yeah, it should only be just about 1/2 mile weaving through these old streets to hit the Jama Masjid. Yeah, let's just wander through here and see what we find along the way.
मेरे माथे की बिंदिया चमके चमके, मेरे सर से चुनरिया सरगे सरगे हो। ऐसे चुनरिया सरगे सरगे, शाम सवेरे छेड़े मुझको मेरे सखिया रे। ऐसे चुनरिया
guys, the streets here have just been so crazy, so chaotic, and you can just hear it all around me, and I absolutely love this chaos here. But I'm just walking through the old town. There's tons of like street food, and working my way towards the Friday mosque here, but I couldn't help but get some like 10 rupee chai. It's like 12 cents for these little cups of chai. Super sweet, super milky, so really good. Oh, I just love street chai here in India. So, all right, let's keep walking to the mosque here, but I'm just loving this walk here. There's just like cows, there's people like stringing flowers, there's all these tuk-tuks and bicycle rickshaws and just little markets, and it's just this cacophony of chaos and noise and color, and I'm just in love with it. Alright guys, so I've just turned the corner here in the old town, and I see through this hazy smog and like all this crazy traffic. There's the Jama Mosque just down this road, and it's just this like beautiful hazy domed building. So we're like less than a tenth of a mile from it now, so we should be there soon. It's been fun walking around the old town here, but I'm just at the gate to the Jama Masjid mosque here, so let's head in and see the mosque. I've just entered the Jama Masjid, which means the Friday mosque here, which is like right in the heart of Old Delhi. But it's this nice, calm, peaceful courtyard right in front of the mosque that you can just have some nice, chill peace. You can hear like the honking horns way off in the distance, but we're kind of elevated up above the city. The mosque was built about 10 meters above the rest of Old Delhi, so it has this watch out look, and it was built in 1658, and it's made of red sandstone and marble, and it's this beautiful palace looking mosque, and it's just this gorgeous shape and color and texture to it. It almost has like a mini Taj Mahal feel. Anyways, it costs about 300 rupees, which is about $4 or $5 to take photos in here. But besides that, if you're not taking photos, it's free to enter. And then there's a minaret here that you can go up to get some nice views looking over all of Delhi. So, and that's about 100 rupees, which is about $1.50 to get the views from up there. So I'm just gonna walk around the courtyard, admire just some of this beautiful old Indian architecture, and then see if I can make it up one of these minarets. While I still have some nice hazy morning light, I think I'm gonna go up the tower, and then so I get some nice views overlooking Delhi, and then after we can go inside the mosque and check out some of the beautiful architecture in there. So it is quite a few steps. It's about 120 feet to climb up this minaret here. And you have these bars in the way, but looking through these bars, you can just see all of Old Delhi. You can look right back down on the domes of the mosque and the courtyard, and you can see the wall of the Red Fort off in the distance, which is where we'll probably go later this afternoon. But it's so nice being up here. You can hear the chaos and the crazy like beeping and the horns and the construction all below, but we just have this nice, beautiful views as far as you can see, and well, as far as you can see with the smog, because eventually there's just like a wall of smog that surrounds the city. But beautiful views. Let's enjoy this, get a few photos, and then we'll head down and check out the inside of the mosque. An incredible view from up there. Very beautiful, and again, you just have this nice hazy light. So I'm heading back down to the bottom, and I want to go inside the mosque and see what the inside looks like. So yeah, let's keep heading down, check it out. So that was the Jama Masjid. There's just these beautiful arches in there. There's this amazing chandelier, such intricate designs and texture to the marble and the sandstone in there. And it's a functioning mosque as well. So there were some people in there praying, but there's also tons of tourists coming. So pretty beautiful architecture though. And it's amazing just how old some of these things are in India, but how beautiful and precise their design and architecture was. So I'm gonna descend back down into the chaos of Old Delhi here and then kind of cut across Old Delhi to the Red Fort. Went through some crazy markets and crossed a couple crazy streets, and I came to the Lahore gate, but it was an exit only, so I actually have to go all the way back around this massive fort to the Delhi gate. So hopefully that's the right one, but yeah, let's keep walking. So I just bought my ticket at the Delhi gate there, but then it turns out you have to walk all the way back around to the Lahore gate to enter, and you just walk along this massive, like 18-meter high red wall that surrounds this huge fort. It's almost like a square mile within this wall here. So we'll go in there, and there should be a bunch of like buildings, there's some museums, and some really beautiful architecture. So yeah, we're gonna walk back to the Lahore gate and then enter from there. We've just entered the main wall here, and we're right in front of the Lahore gate, which is this majestic front piece, and it has a flag up on the top of India. And we're gonna walk through the doors here and enter into the rest of the fort. Right as we enter the Lahore gate here, we're just enter this like big market area, and right now it's like a lot of like souvenirs. There's fabrics, jewelry, statues, and everything. But then there's this beautiful vaulted ceiling with intricate designs on it, and it's just this really long hallway that takes you into the rest of the Red Fort. So once you pass through the covered bazaar there, you just enter this massive green park. There's beautiful trees, there's all these walkways, actually just a lot of wide open space. And looking at a map, the inside of the fort is about 0.6 of a mile by about 1/2 a mile wide. So it's like a huge open space here. There's a couple buildings, and then there's a couple of these parlors that you can see where the emperor like greeted his guests. And the fort was built in the mid 1600s, and it took about 10 years to complete. So let's cross the little courtyard here, and we're gonna go to Diwani Am, which is this nice like red sandstone arched entryway that the emperor used to greet his guests. So let's head in and check it out. Alright guys, so that was the Diwani Am, which is all red arches. There's 9 perfectly symmetrical archways, and then there's this one like white throne at one side of it, and then it's 3 layers deep, so there's about 27 archways all together, and they're just perfectly symmetrical, beautiful red sandstone. So anyways, let's keep walking through the fort here, and there's a couple other things that we can check out. Behind the red entrance court, we have a couple of these private residences that are made of more white marble, and they have these really intricate designs. And this is where the emperor would actually live. He also had a little palace here for his wife, and it's where he would entertain guests privately. And there's just such beautiful archways, such intricate design, and just really elegant architecture. Really, really beautiful. Anyways, let's kind of keep walking around the fort here and see what else we can find. I've come all the way to the north part of the fort here, and I've really kind of escaped a lot of the crowds. It's a Saturday, so there's like tons of people here, but not many people over here. And there's this little step well that just has like these beautiful arched doors, some stairs going down to it. It's all dried up now, but all throughout this park actually, they used to pump up a bunch of water from the river down below, and they just had these amazing like canals and fountains all throughout the fort here. Anyways, that's about it for exploring the fort. I only really saw about half of it, and there's like so many of these other buildings, but I think seeing some of those cool old palaces was really like the best part of the Red Fort. So anyways, I think I'm gonna descend back into the chaos of Old Delhi and try to find some food. I've just come back to the crazy, hectic, loud streets of Old Delhi here, and there's this main walking street that just kind of takes you right down the middle of Old Delhi. So I'm gonna walk down here and yeah, look for like a good local cheap restaurant. Alright guys, honestly that was not the best lunch. It was just a dosa, which was like this thin pancake. It had some cheese in it, and then a couple like really greasy samosas, but it was pretty cheap. It was only like $3 for all that, and then I loved washing it down with this like thick mango juice. Anyways, right next to it is Jalebi Wala, which is this really famous like street dessert place here in Old Delhi. So yeah, let's go check out some Old Delhi street food here. So I kind of had to like push my way through the line because it's just like a mob around that jalebi place. It's almost like a pancake batter that they deep fry, and then they just like soak in this like syrupy sugar. So it's honestly like not one of my favorite desserts, but it's like something you have to do when you're here in Old Delhi. So let's try it. It's just like dripping in grease and sugar. I really don't think I can like finish all of this, but it's just fun to try. Alright guys, so the main road here that kind of cuts through Old Delhi is Chandni Chowk. From this main street you have a bunch of like markets, you have a bunch of like side streets that are just really busy, and there's all types of things you can buy here. It's like really crazy. So anyways, there's all these rickshaw bicycle drivers that are just driving people up and down here, and so many people have asked me if I want like a bicycle tour of the old town, and I think I might actually take them up on it next time someone asks me, because I'm pretty tired from walking around. It's starting to get pretty hot, and it'll be a nice way to just kind of see the old town from the back of a bicycle and have someone else do all the work. So yeah, let's try to find a rickshaw driver. Good. Yeah. 500? 400. It's okay. Thank you. We'll do tour? Okay, okay. I'm in the back of a rickshaw now. I was able to talk them into about a half-hour tour, just kind of cruising around the old town here for about 150 rupees, which is about $2. So a nice way to kind of see all the crazy chaos from, I wouldn't necessarily call it safe, but like just from the back of a bike, so my legs can rest a little bit. Let's just check out the old town from the bike. Looks like we've hit a bit of a traffic jam here.
This is wedding market.
Oh, wedding market. Nice.
This is Old Delhi Ravan. This is 2 hours. No Ghada Lodapur.
Okay.
You revise.
All right. So we were just driving through the old street here, the old town, and it's what?
No Ghada
Nogala
Lodapur.
Lodapol. So that's the name of this street here, and we just have these beautiful, colorful facades with flowers and just these nice, elegant designs to some of the doors and archways here. Alright, we just crashed into another bike, but this is just so crazy. It's such a cool way to see Old Town, just cruising by all these shops. There's just so much life, so many people walking, there's motorcycles coming by, food stands, and just colorful fabrics everywhere. So, very fun way to see Old Town, and he's doing all the work for me. Alright, traffic is kind of at a standstill here. It's kind of crazy, but we're about to go back down the road that goes to Jama Masjid, and we'll just see the beautiful domes as we're riding the rickshaw. That was a really cool way to see a little bit of the old town and just kind of cruise through some of the bazaars, because it is so packed and so crowded in there. You're just like wedging your way through. So when he's on the bike, he can just kind of like force his way through the maze of people. It was nice to get off my feet for like an hour or two, and just get to like see a lot of the shops and see a lot of the life that's going on there in like the back streets of Old Delhi here. And then as soon as I got off, it's just like you just had to like push your way through the market there. It's so busy. It's a Saturday afternoon, so everyone's out and about. So anyways, but back on my feet, back on the main street here, and I'm gonna walk down towards the Spice Bazaar that's on the other side of this main thoroughfare here, and see what else I see along the way in this old part of Delhi. I've just come to the end of the long market street, Chandni Chowk, and I'm at Masjid Fatehpuri, and just on the other side of this there should be a big spice market, and if I remember last time we were able to get up onto the roof of the spice market, so I'm going to check out the mosque here, and then yeah, hopefully I can find the market and find the roof to get some nice views and some peace overlooking Delhi, because it's getting crazy and chaotic here today. I've just made it to the Fatehpuri Mosque, and there's this beautiful open courtyard, and after how crazy and crowded those markets were, it feels so nice just to have this open space to just like breathe and exhale a little bit. It's a little bit quieter, you can hear the birds. Yeah, probably just gonna rest here for a little bit, and then I'm gonna keep exploring behind the mosque and see if I can find the spice market. Made it to the whole spice market here, and there are tons of people just carrying these massive bags of spices, and you're also seeing a bunch of spices in bags on the ground here. And as soon as I entered, I was just like sneezing and coughing. The smell is just so strong, it's just like burning the nostrils, but it smells really good. But I know that last time we were able to get up to the roof, so I'm just looking for some stairs that can maybe get me upstairs. So I don't know, let's walk around the outside and see what we find. Alright guys, so I found a couple stairs here that took me up to the 3rd floor, but then I was going up to the roof and there were some crazy dogs, so I'm a little bit scared to go up there. So I'm gonna come down here and see if there's other stairs I can take to the roof. Alright, I just found another staircase up. Hopefully there's no dogs this time, or rabid monkeys. Alright guys, so I did make it up to the roof, but there's this cage, and I'm locked out, so I don't know if I'm going to be able to explore the roof much, but I am getting just this nice view of the roof of the spice market. But yeah, I remember we came up here last time, we were able to like explore the whole roof and like look over Delhi, but yeah, I guess this will be the view that we have to get today. So still beautiful, we have this nice, still coughing from the spices, we have this nice view overlooking some of this just like old architecture here at the spice wholesale market. Kind of bummed that I couldn't find the access to the roof there, and I was actually really scared of those dogs that were barking at me as I went up the stairs. But it was just amazing to see that spice market in action. There's just so many like massive bags, and all these like old men are carrying them up and down the stairs, and then as soon as you leave the market, you just see all of these carts out here that they're just taken to who knows where, or where they're coming in from. But it's just like amazing to see that. So like just the supply chain of these spices is just insane. Old Delhi has exhausted me. It's been pretty hot out and just walking all over the place, and then just all the crowds and all the people trying to sell me tuk-tuk rides and grabbing your hands to show you things or take you somewhere. It's just been pretty exhausting. So anyways, that might be about it for my tour through Old Delhi here, and yeah, I think I just need to kind of go back to the hotel, rest and relax a little bit the rest of the afternoon. But yeah, of course there's so much more to do in Delhi. There's the whole New Delhi, and there's a lot of other like really cool, both old architecture, interesting modern architecture. But this was basically the Old Delhi part, and especially here in the market area, it's just so crazy and chaotic, and I absolutely love it. So happy to be back here in India, but yeah, definitely wipes you out. So anyways, I'm actually gonna head off to Jaipur tomorrow, so I'll show you guys Jaipur in the next episode. But thanks for joining me in Old Delhi, and I'll see you guys in Jaipur.